Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today I will present to you my group project for BCS11333 System Analysis and Design. Our project name is Car Rental System, where we got slogan Get Moving with Our Cars. I would like to introduce my group members, where we have Hanis, Raihan, BINTI, HISHAM, CA23069. Me, AININ QISTINA, BINTI MOHD, CB23058. LIEYANA ASYIKIN, BINTI KAMARULZUKI, CB23070. And AQIL HAZIQ bin KHAIRUL NIZAM, CA23089. So for the introduction, car rental system is a service that allows customers to book or make a reservation self-driving car rental easily, since they desire convenience and prompt service. This system is developed to overcome the problem prevailing in the practicing manual system and the hardships faced by the existing system. Besides, this system is designed to help the company to have smooth and effective operations. The car rental system assists the user to concentrate on their other activities rather than concentrate on record keeping. For example, car rental system valuable data or customer information can be stored for a longer period with easy access compared to manual car rental system that use manual function in the process of keeping, maintaining and retrieving the information long, boring and easy to drop out information.
The car rental system provides easy features to customize online payment method, security, and others. This will help all the end users to get the benefit when using the car rental system. Next, the system also can help the administrator manage their multiple bookings, tracking rental status, and contacting the customer. In conclusion, developing the car rental system will help reduce the manual work for managing the online service in time, cost, and help optimize marketing efforts.
Based on this context diagram, the primary entities that involve in our car rental system are the customer, the car rental system, admin, and the bank. The customer interact with the car rental system by providing personal details, log in, searching for car types and the price, and also feedback. In return, the car rental system provides the customer with a list of available car, detailed car information, rental details, and etc. While for admin, their roles involve updating the system with details of available cars and confirming the returns of rented cars. The car rental system sends notification and booking details to the admin to assist in managing the fleet and bookings. On the financial side, the car rental system communicates with the bank by sending customer information, booking price, booking receipt, and detailed booking information for payment processing. The bank provides the payment status back to the car rental system to confirm transaction.
The use case diagram represents the interactions between actors, which is customers, and the car rental system. It helps in understanding the functionalities provided by the car rental system. The actors in the use case is customer, that the person who wants to rent a car. Admin is the person who manages the system and car rentals, and bank is the external system that handles payment transactions. The customer starts by logging into the system. Once logged in, they can manage their personal details, search for cars, view car information, book a car, make payments, and give feedback. This ensures they can easily find and rent a car while keeping their information up to date. The admin also log in into to access the system. They have more tasks, including managing customer details, updating car information, overseeing rentals and returns, handling payments, managing booking receipts, checking payment status, and generating reports. This helps keep the system organized and running smoothly. The bank handles all payment transactions, ensuring that customers' payments are processed securely. It also provides payment status updates to the system, helping the admin keep track of financial transactions.
This sequence diagram illustrates the typical login process for a website or application. The actors involved are the user and the system, which can be broken down further into the login page, database, and authentication module. The process starts with the user navigating to the login page. Here, the user enter their email address and password. This initiates a request to the system to check the authenticity of the login details. The system first verifies if the user has clicked on the forgot password link. If yes, it will redirect the user to a forgot password page where they can be asked to answer a security question. Upon successful completion of this step, the system would likely send a reset password link to the user email address. If the user has not clicked on the forgot password link, the system would proceed to check the login details against the database. If the login details are valid, the system would grant the user access to pa- request page by providing both authentication and authorization. An unsuccessful login attempt would result in the system denying access and potentially prompting the user to retry. The sequence diagram will conclude with the user either successfully logging or logging out of the application, ending of the session.
The sequence diagram provided outlines the steps involved in the car rental booking process. The user interacting with the car rental booking system. The front-end interface where the customer inputs their booking details. The back-end system handles the booking logic and interactions. The database stores car availability, booking details, and validating information. So the car rent booking interface sends a request to the car rent booking controller to search for available cars. The car rent booking controller queries the car rent booking database to validate the car search and retrieve the list of cars with their range amounts. The car rent booking database returns the validated list of cars. The car rent booking controller sends the car list back to the car rent booking interface, which displays the available cars, booking date, booking time, pickup location, and drop-off location to the customer. Same goes for the next sequence, in which interface goes to controller, then goes to database, and database return details to controller and display in interface.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Hanis Raihan binti Muhammad HISHAM. So I will explain about the sequence diagram for payment method. The sequence diagram illustrates the detailed payment process involving 4 key entities, which is customer, payment interface, payment controller, and account. Initially, the customer chooses their preferred bank and enters their personal identification number, PIN. The payment interface sends this PIN to the payment controller, which then verifies the PIN validity with the account system. Upon successful validation, a confirmation message is sent back to the payment interface. Next, the customer clicks the continue button, prompting the payment interface to send the transaction amount to the payment controller. The payment controller checks this amount with the account system and upon validation sends another confirmation message. The customer then clicks the confirm button, which leading the payment interface to send all relevant transaction data to the payment controller, which save this data and send a final confirmation message. The customer can also choose to view the transaction details through the bank's view menu. The payment interface requests this data from the payment controller, which retrieves and sends it from the account system. The payment interface displays this data to the customer. Finally, the customer can view the payment status, which is printed as either confirmed if the transaction is successful or declined if it fails. The sequence ensures that all customer inputs are validated at each step and appropriate feedback is provided on the transaction's success or failure.
The sequence diagram illustrates the process of a customer submitting feedback through the car rental system involving four main entities: the customer, feedback interface, feedback controller, and feedback database. Firstly, the customer selects feedback options, chooses car rental details, and enters their feedback via the feedback interface. This feedback is sent to the feedback controller, which stores it in the feedback database. The database validates the feedback and sends a confirmation back to the controller. The controller then displays a confirmation or an edit message to the customer. If the customer decides to edit their feedback, they make the necessary changes and submit the updated feedback. This update is again sent to the controller, stored in the database, and validated. Finally, the controller displays a confirmation message to the customer, completing the feedback submission process. This sequence ensures that customers' feedback is accurately recorded, validated, and confirmed.
The sign up page typically includes fields for users to enter their name, email address, and password. Some websites may also require users to select their date of birth or other information. Once the user enter their information, they can submit it and create a new account on the website. This will allow them to access features and functionalities that may not be available to unregistered users. The user enter their credential and submit them to the website. The website then verifies the login details against a database of authorized users. If the credentials are valid, the user is granted access to the website. If the credentials are invalid, the user is denied access and may be prompted to retry. A forgot password page allows users to retrieve their account password if they have forgotten it. The page typically includes a field for the user to enter their username or email address. Once the user enters their information, they can submit it and the website will typically send a password reset link to the email address associated with the account.
So this is the interface for car rental booking, which will ask user to choose their favor. We can see here are the codings for the interface. Next, the interface where you have successfully booked for car rental. This is the coding for the interface.
Next is user interface for payment method. So the image display a car rental booking payment summary for a customer renting a MOHD car. It consists of two main sections, which is booking details and also payment summary. In booking details, there is car, date, time, pickup location, and also drop-off location. This image of the MOHD car is shown to provide a visual confirmation of the vehicle being rented. So in payment summary, there is price per day, car rental fee, extra price, subtotal, tax, and also total price. The total cost of the rental, including tax, amounts to Rm201.32. There is a continue button at the bottom indicating the next step in the booking or payment process. This summary ensures that the customer is informed about the detailed cost breakdown and can proceed with the confidence. Next, once the customer have clicked on continue button, it will take them to the payment method page, and there is two ways of payment method. First is credit or debit cards, and the second one, the customer can also use online banking. If the customer choose for credit or debit cards, they need to fill up the card number details, valid through, and also CVV. If the customer choose the second method, which is online banking, then they have to choose their preferred banks. So once the payment have done, the customer need to click on continue button and pop up payment successful will appear.
User interface design, feedback and rating interface. This is user interface for customer to give feedback. The page encourages customer to give feedback on their car rental experience. It includes a friendly message thanking customers for their rental and requesting their comments to help improve services. The interface features two sections where customers can rate their experience and the system using star ratings, that is, providing a quick and intuitive way to show satisfaction levels. Additionally, there's a text box where customers can leave detailed feedback. At the bottom, there's a submit button for sending their feedback.